welcome back to today's channel. So today I want to give you a little bit of a quick tip on how to get a really good position for both our sit trot and our canter. So one of the main problems I find that a lot of people do when they try and do it, well there's two main problems, is one, they tend to stiffen up. They try and hold themselves in that position. When you stiffen up, the analogy that I use, it's like if you get a plate and you put an egg on it and you move that plate around, that egg's just going to bounce up and down because it's stiff and solid. You get a plate and put a piece of jelly on it and move it around, the jelly's going to stay attached to the plate, but it's just going to wobble around a little bit. So we kind of want to be a little bit more like the jelly as opposed to the egg, but we don't really want to be just wobbling around everywhere. So what we've got to learn to do is we've got to learn to control certain parts of our body while relaxing other parts of our body. Now this takes a little bit of practice, but it's something that everybody can do and can get really good at, but you just have to put the effort in. The other thing that I see that occurs a lot is when riders tip their body forward. So once your body leans forward, you kind of like lock your hips in, I guess, and they can no longer move. So I'll use the example as for the canter. Our hips need to be able to move backwards and then slide forward, move backwards, then slide forward. The second that you tip your upper body forward, you can't do that anymore. So what happens is that in order to do that, you get this. So when you place that movement in a saddle, what happens is your bum is basically lifting in and out of the saddle, and that's where you get that little bit of air time happening. So we've got to gain control of our body to try and get ourselves in the correct position. So how do we do that? So if you're leaning forward and tensing up and trying really, really hard to get that canter position, or your sit trot, this applies to both, it's just slightly different movements. Same muscle groups, slightly different movement though. But okay, so we're in this position and you're trying really, really hard to sit to the canter. What you've got to do is you need to just relax your back muscles just a little bit, just enough so that your tummy muscles, your abs, can pull you back. And then you want to hold that position. You must be gripping at your knees. If you're not gripping at your knees, you'll feel like you're going to fall off the back of the horse. So your knees must be gripping, your legs must be working, you must be somewhat relaxed through your pelvis so that you can go with the horse's movement. So moving back, sliding forward, moving back, sliding forward. But this part of your back needs to be a little bit relaxed. If you're stiff through there, you're not going to get that movement through your pelvis. So you need to be able to relax this a little bit, but still have control of your upper back to maintain that position and your belly muscles, your abs. So we've got to kind of practice all of this. You can practice this at the walk. Practice making all those muscle groups work how you want them to work. When you get it at the walk, try it at the trot. When you get it at the trot, try it at the canter. That way, when you start practicing while you're at a slower movement, it allows your brain a chance to process everything. And that's really, really important while you're learning, because if you go, okay, right, I'm going to try this at the canter, it's just going to happen way too quick. Your brain's going to be overwhelmed. It's not going to be able to process everything. So practice it at walk, practice at trot, then apply it to the canter. So I'm going to pop up into a canter and I'm going to show you how this works. helped you guys. It's definitely something that everyone can work on and help improve their riding. So it's about gaining control of your body. And like I said, practice it at walk. Start working on it and allowing your brain to be able to process all this new information at a steady pace, and then just get better and better at it. So even think of like when you first started driving, you don't get in a car, go straight out onto the highway and doing 110 kilometers an hour. Recipe for disaster, because you don't have the coordination to control that car yet. You start off slower, and then as you gain more coordination and more control, you start to get a little bit faster. So try and apply the same thing to your riding, okay? So any problems, any questions, don't forget you can send me a message. More than happy to help you guys out. I also do my online lessons where you can send me a video. I'll assess it and give you some instructional feedback to help you guys reach your goals. Anyway, that's all for today, and I'll catch you guys next time.